yote mwanana, misuruari yanidondoka, tukimbizane nini Salome wangu, hiyo michezo ya jogo.
Yes, the video has finally arrived. Hey guys, it's Tuzo Godson. Welcome to my vlog. This is Tuzo Talks, and yes, this is way overdue, but because I'm the queen of procrastination, oh my goodness, I'm still praying on it. Yes, but it's finally here. Finally did it. Finally recording. So today I'd like to talk about something that my best friend Bess described it as a quarter life crisis. And basically what happens here is that you're at a point of your life, I would like to define it more like in your 20s, and you feel like you're underachieved, you feel like your life is not going somewhere, or you feel like you just, what you expected it to be is not becoming. So you're stuck at one spot and you feel like you're going through a crisis. Although so many people say that, oh, when you're in your 20s, what kind of crisis are you going through? Like, what are you going through? What are you talking about? You should get to 30s. You should get to 40s. You should go to 50s before you talk about crisis. This is still young. It's not necessarily like that. Like, I understand how some people would feel being in their 20s, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, and you're like, oh my goodness, no, this is not me. This is not it. This is what is happening here. And somebody else will come and say, nothing is happening there. So basically, I took a chapter of my own life when I was going through my own crisis. It's still recovering. This is not it's not a switch where you put on and off. It's still recovering. But I thought I could share some few things on my first vlog, because really, so many teenagers, so many people are going through the same thing. Anyway, so the first thing I did personally is I looked back in order to move forward. I had to look back because I had to know what happened, how did it happen, and from there, it's the only way you can move forward. It happens everywhere. Like, when something goes wrong, I mean, even when a plane crashes off the sky, they build it back up to know why it did, why. So you gotta look back before you move forward. And for me, what helped me also was that I took a break off social media. Taking a break off social media doesn't mean that, oh, you're not closing yourself or anything. No, but it's just taking away influences. You gotta take away anything that influences you, social media involved, for you to be in solitude and think about your next move, your next plan. And my biggest distraction was my phone. It still is, but I can control it now. My biggest distraction was my phone. So in order for me to actually just sit down and think about, what am I doing? Where am I going now? And what is happening? I had to get rid of it. I didn't get rid of the entire phone. I just got rid of my social media accounts, Facebook, Instagram, blah, blah, blah. Shut down. That's what I did. When what was happening happened, I called my mother, and my mother said, you know what, Suzo, I think that what happened because God wanted you to humble yourself down. And I was like, what? What do you mean humble myself down? Like, huh? What? I mean, and I came to think about it, and I thought that may also be true. So the second thing I would suggest is prayer. And yes, you're going to be using the Lord like an emergency service, but it does not matter, because if the prodigal son could return, you can also return from your mistake. You can also return from your failures. And when I thought about my life, my academics have been great. Like, I wasn't the dumbest kid. Like, and no offense or anything, but I was a pretty smart kid. So I never ever thought in life that there will be anything to hinder me down, especially when it comes to my academics, because I was like Superwoman in my own world, you know, Superwoman and everything. Yes, I can do it. If I read it, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna make it and stuff like that. And I came to figure out that, yes, maybe God does want a relationship with me, and maybe he wants me to see that, hey, what you're doing is not in your own power. It's me that is enabling you to do it. So that's another thing I would suggest. And really, it brought so much inner peace to me, because I literally remember crying every single day. Like, if you leave me alone for 30 minutes, I'll start crying. But thankfully, like, I also had, some friends who got me through it. And that brings me to my third point: talk to family and friends. And listen, if you have 20 friends, don't call 20 people to talk about the same problem. They're not going to help. Like, you have to talk to the friends that actually see your vision, see where you're headed to, and have supported you from the beginning. Yes, these 20 people might have supported you from the beginning, but 20 people have 20 different suggestions when it comes to what happens to you. You understand? And personally, I have 3 friends that I can talk to about this is what happened, this is what I'm going through, and all that. And my family is like, you have got to talk to your family. That is one of the best things ever. So the good thing was that when I was going through my case, I had a friend that came into my life, and she was so helpful. Like, I remember we would sit down at 4 o'clock in the morning, and we would just be talking, and she would be like, how are you doing? Her name is Tammy. I mean, it was like, God bless her. I don't know where she came from, but she was so supportive of me and everything. And my best friend was also very supportive. I mean, she's studying law, and so she understands what I was going through. And she was like, you know what, don't you worry, it's like, you're gonna get through it. Those are the kind of friends you need. Those are the kind of friends that are going to support you through it. You have got to draw the line between friends and acquaintances, especially when you need to make decisions in life that have to do with your destiny, your future, and where you're heading to. So when you feel like you have stopped, then drop the people that have, like, I mean, look around you, and you know the friends that are making it. You know the friends that are moving forward. Talk to the ones that have moved forward and tell them, hey girl, this is what happened. How did, those kind of things. So, I mean, it helped that my circle is really small. I know a lot of people, but I won't talk to you all. So, you choose a small circle and talk to them. And also, I loved, apart from my friends, my family. Oh my goodness. I okay, as I was raised a very strict parent. My mother is one of the most strict people ever. So I really thought I was in big shit when I did not perform as well. And to my surprise, my mother was actually so supportive. Like, I thought, oh my goodness, I'm about to die. But she was not. She was just like, you know what? Don't you worry. Everything is gonna be okay. Just pray, humble yourself down to the, I know this is what you're going through, but don't you worry. And I was like, oh, even after the school fees you paid? But that didn't matter. It was just like, don't, just calm down and figure out a way forward. We can move forward together. I was so happy, like, because what I was expecting and what I got were 2 different things. And my sister was also like, don't you worry. They were sending me inspirational, motivational quotes, everything every morning, because they knew, they understood what I went through, and they were with me throughout that journey. And I mean, that you need to talk to people like that, because otherwise you're gonna leave something that is actually meant for you, because you've spoken to the wrong people. You let the wrong people whisper into your ears. You let the wrong people influence you, and that is not supposed to be happening in your life. Look at your friends. Look at your people around you. If all of them are not making sense, drop them. Start looking for people that are in the same pathway as you. You need to talk to people that see your dream, see your vision, see what you're doing, not people that like are passing by in your life, because we all know people that are passing by in our life and people that are there to stay. So you choose the people that see it, understand it, and have been behind you from the beginning, not those that join along the line. They just came in, joined, and now you're going to start listening to what they have to say. No, 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 no. And fourth point, don't compare yourself. I know that this is difficult, but okay, let me take my example. My mother is successful in everything she does. That woman is superwoman. In everything she does, literally, it turns into gold. She has a successful career. She's done, I mean, charity, youth service, you name it. She does it. It will make you something. I mean, So she is successful in everything that she does. And I was wondering, like, as a person who has a DNA, why can't I be like that? Why can't I get there? What is not, what is not happening? And I was comparing myself to her. I was comparing myself to my schoolmates. When you go on Facebook and everybody seems to have such a successful life, like people are living, people have their families, people have already had their businesses, and you're still struggling to get a degree. So I was just like, oh my goodness, what's wrong with me? Like, what is happening? God, did you forget me? Like, look at him, look at her, look at, And let me tell you, when you compare yourself, when you start wasting your time, you start wasting so much time because you will never be that person. I will never be my mother. I might be better, but I'll never be her. I don't know what she went through to get there. I'll never be some of my schoolmates that I see. I'll never be them. I'll just be me. And the path that is written for me is different from the path that is written for them. So when you sit down there and start living somebody else's life by being like, because of comparison, because of, oh my goodness, can you imagine? She's 21 and she's already like this, and no, you will lose it. You will lose your mind, because there's 16-year-olds these days that are so much more achieved. I mean, they have so much in their lives than a 30-year-old. So do not compare yourself. It will hinder your progress. It will hinder your vision for where you're heading to, because instead of focusing on you and focusing on what you're doing, you're here focusing on her and what she did. So don't compare yourself. Believe me, do not compare yourself. It doesn't help. It just makes things worse. When you compare yourself, you're just hindering what is promised for you. You're just hindering your capabilities, your talents, your ideas. Because if I have an idea today, my sister's not going to have the same idea. Or my mother's not going to have the same idea. I mean, not everybody has the same idea in life, or not everybody is going in the same direction. So when you start comparing yourself, you start wasting your time. You start wasting your time on building yourself because you're looking at somebody else's life. And this reminds me, like, winners concentrate on winning. You have got to concentrate on your own winnings first. Yes, you can let people inspire you. You can let people motivate you. You can let family motivate you and push you through it. But you have got to can I please be like her? You don't know what she went through to be there. I mean, and you don't know where you're going to be there. So I just think that, all in all, do not compare yourself. It doesn't work. And it will only hinder your progress. You'll be stuck in somebody else's life if you want to go around comparing yourself. So, yes, guys. So, the fifth thing I did was I actually you need to move past your mistake. Believe me, if you start reminiscing over the wrongs that you have done, you are not going nowhere in your life. Trust me. Because, to say the truth, this is what I've learned recently. Failure is just generating your resume for success. And there is no way you're going to get successful if you allow yourself to reminisce over your failures. You got to fail and forget it. Like, learn from it and move past it, because it's always, yes, it is in the back of your mind. It's going to haunt you. It's going to, what if I do this now and I fail again? Or what if I do that and I fail again? What am I going to do with my life? Oh, Jesus, help me, God. No. You have got to stop that kind of attitude and just move past it. In the beginning, I said look back to go forward, as in look back and shoot forward. Shoot forward. Do not reminisce. What happens so much is people are reminiscing on the mistakes they have made in their lives. And why I didn't go through mine as quick, or like I didn't just, is because I was always reminiscing. I was always like, if I had only done this better, if I'd stopped reminiscing. Because another thing is, it just wastes your time. There's no way you can go back there. There's no way you can go back to 2 years ago, or 3 or 4 years ago. Oh my goodness, why did I choose this degree? Why did I choose this job? Why did I choose this career? You're not going to go back there. you might as well just stop reminiscing and move on to the next thing that you want to be doing. Because reminiscing, it's wrong, and this, apart from comparing yourself, this is one thing that doesn't even allow you to move on. Because as soon as you want to move on, you start reminiscing. As soon as you touch this, you start reminiscing. As soon as you see this, you start. It doesn't work. It does not work. Don't reminisce on that failure. Shoot forward. And once you shoot forward, if you know why you failed, how you did it, and how you're going to move past it, do not look back at it ever. Like, let this be the last thing you do. You understand? Like, reminiscing, looking back at it, let it be like Sodom and Gomorrah. Do not look back at it, because you'll turn into stone. And when I say you'll turn into stone, I literally mean the stone that you will be is that one that you are not moving forward in life anymore, because you are looked back. Yes, guys. So that is all on our quarter life crisis. If you're going through a quarter life crisis, you can email me about it. You can comment. And if you like the video, please like the video. Please subscribe. It's my first video, so at least subscribe so I can make more. I would really appreciate it. Thank you for all you who motivated me to do it. My sister, my friends, Ayomide, Titi, Steph, Coco, so many people, damn. But I really appreciate it. And so new vlogs will be on Tuesdays and on Thursdays, but please subscribe to the channel.
Utamkolea aprokoto tingali tingali ndani kwa moto